Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Papergoy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
You're going to be stunned by this, Mr. Magazine. I know that I was. You actually said something intelligent the other day.
That's so nice of you.
You're stunned too, I know.
So
You're
nice
absolutely
of you,
stunned.
Well, you let me get a couple words in. You never know what's going to come out.
Whoa, shots fired. What did I do to... Oh, yeah, I put you down in the opening. Okay, I retract my question. Mr. Magazine, you said something basically...
I'm probably not going to remember it, but go on.
You were saying why you were listing magazines on Amazon and not on eBay. Mm-hmm. And the reason why you said is, look, if it's not going to sell anyway, I might as well not sell it for $25 than not sell it for $10. That was more or less what you said. I may be... But take it away.
Well, so Mr. Magazine came about many years ago on eBay. I bought a lot of magazines, collected a lot of magazines, started selling them on there, had some success, and at some point we were like one of the top sellers or the top seller of magazines. So we just kept going with it, and we changed the name to Mr. Magazine. I think it was my initials or something before that. And it worked for a long time. We sold tons of magazines, still through COVID. And for when this eBay turnaround happened in the last 6 months or year, our magazine sales are starting to drop a little bit, and we started taking people off the magazines. But in the meantime, we had a system where we would put magazines on eBay. If it's a duplicate, we put it on Amazon, and certain more men's magazines would go on Amazon. If they were duplicates, they were on eBay. So we had some type of a system because we had so many, so much volume. We had a lot of duplicates, and they would sell on Amazon little by little, but for more money. But we didn't want to put everything on there and only have one out of every 100 sell, where eBay was a higher percentage. So, like I said, in the last 6 months or so, magazine sales on eBay started plummeting, or we would get $5 offers for $20 magazines. So we started pumping more magazines, fashion types, all kinds of types, sports types, into Amazon. And it's like anything else. If you put, if I list 50,000 magazines on eBay, I'm going to sell some.
Right.
But do I want to sell some for $5 to $10, or do I want to sell them for $10 to $50? So we started pumping out Amazon in the last year, and now our Amazon magazine sales outweigh the eBay ones. We're selling more, and they're selling for double or triple the price, so we're going with that. And it seems to be a good business method so far.
Yeah, no, and it actually does make sense. Now, for whatever reason, I don't tend to look at Amazon for the magazines when I sell them. Part of the reason for that might be because I tend toward the more obscure titles that if you talk about them being slow sellers on eBay,
right,
they are never sellers on Amazon.
Yeah.
I'll give you a perfect example. I listed some pulps over on Amazon 10, 12 years ago. I think I've sold one. So things like that don't tend to be.
Now, if you had the newer reprint pulps, I would say those would sell on Amazon better than eBay because people are looking for those. And, I guess if you're looking for an old pulp, your mind would tell you most likely eBay. A new pulp that's reprinted, most likely Amazon. And just like with comics, we do the same thing with comics where we put them on Amazon. They do go for more money, but they don't fly off the shelves. But still, again, say I got a $20, Flash comic on eBay myself for $5. It may never sell on Amazon for $20, or it may in 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So, but that's why I look at it. You might as well try and get more money out of it long term. We're in this for long term, anyways.
Right. No, that's a good point. Very, very good point. And I guess that there's a proper venue for every item, and you're not going to always get it right. And I'll give you another perfect example of it. I just sold the other day on Amazon a New Yorker magazine that I listed in 2010. Amazon is not a very good venue for New Yorker magazines, at least not New Yorker magazines from the 70s and earlier.
Sure.
I had happened to have picked up a pile, and they were fast to list on there back in the day. Yeah. And that's where I put them at, because New Yorkers are... I love them, but they're painfully difficult to list because their table of contents is terrible. Will not tell you what's in there, and you got to go through every page in order to list them properly. So I love them, but they are difficult. Well, guess what? On Amazon, they're super easy because you just match up the year. Unfortunately, they don't sell, and I sold this magazine for $5. So I certainly did not sell it for a lot on there either.
Well, and again, I think time's always the essence when we're doing volume. Well, you probably listed those, 30 in an hour, where eBay might do only half of that. So it is, if they're in the system, it's super fast. So you're saving time. You don't have to take pictures, and it could potentially sell for more money. So at this point in our experience and knowledge from that, it's a no-brainer.
Well, I guess part of it too is at this point, and hopefully this will help you a little bit out there, depending upon where you are. I've got basically 22,000 items on eBay, 22,000 items on Amazon, thereabouts. So I've got enough of a inventory on both sites that I don't need to get a lot of volume up on either site.
Right.
In other words, at this point, I can be more particular about which site I list what on and where I think it's going to sell.
Sure.
Because I'm not in the crunch where, I've only got 48 items on Amazon. In order to make any sales, I've got to really hammer that site to get you get the inventory count up. I'm not in that position on those two sites.
Sure.
If, however, you are out there and you're new and you just started selling on Amazon or you just started selling on eBay, you might have a completely different mindset than we have, because we certainly had that mindset when we started.
Yeah.
We've got to get a volume on the given site, because obviously if you list 5 items on a site, odds are you're probably not going to make a sale.
Right. Yeah.
So, let's say that in 2024 I decided I wanted to try Mercari or some other site. I would be able to work heavily on building that site up. In fact, I'll give you the perfect example. In 2023, I've been able to build up my Whatnot presence primarily because I have those number of items on eBay and Amazon. I just have to do maintenance on those 2 sites, and I can work on a 3rd site. If I didn't have those sites up high enough, I wouldn't have the ability to necessarily work on Whatnot without completely damaging the other 2 sites.
Right.
And same thing when you build up your website and all that, you were able to do so because you already had some level of volume on the other sites that you were going to make sales no matter what.
Right. Yeah.
And that definitely helps also.
Sure.
So do hit the like button for Mr. Magazine because he said something intelligent.
Thank you.
And do watch all of our videos. It will happen again probably next year, but do watch all the videos if you could. We definitely do appreciate you, though. Hit the like button, and we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.